we are going to be talking about track 4 now. Between the pages of track 3 and track 4, there's a lot of information about Glinka, and both are his pieces, tracks 3 and 4. So during that section, it's talking about the Eastern Russia trying to be influenced by or not be influenced by the Western cultures, and it's also talking about Glinka's general influence on Russian music. So track 4 is called Kamarinskaya, and it is found on page 55 in your USAD Music Resource Guide. So this is from the fast section to the end, and it is, of course, Mikhail Glinka. Glinka's Kamarinskaya alternates between groups of variations on its slow theme and on its fast theme. The overall form is slow, fast, slow, fast. The slow theme, a Russian wedding song from behind tall hills, is played 4 times in different registers and textures. The last statement is in the bass line. The CD excerpt begins immediately after this, at the beginning of the first fast section. This section is based on the fiery dance tune Kamarinskaya that lent its name to the entire piece. In folk practice, this theme was already played in an endless dance-to-drop set of variations. The first statement is given by the first violins alone, then another strand is added, and the fun begins. Glinka rarely alters the melody. When he does, it is to suggest virtuistic fiddling, but each phrase flies by quickly enough for him to use it almost as an ostinato pattern. By the 11th statement, Glinka makes us take notice of the motif that is not from the melody itself, but from the harmonization of the moment. It turns out to be one of his clever tricks. The music changes from major to minor, and the motif turns out to be nothing other than the opening notes of a slow theme. In this way, we are returned to the other world that the piece inhabits, and the variations that follow allow 2 full and 1 incomplete statement of the slow theme before it is interrupted once again by the call to dance. The fast variations resume, and by now the dance theme is imprinted so firmly in the mind that Glinka can eventually afford to let it disappear, leaving us with what is used to be the accompaniment. The tempo relaxes somewhat, although we are still in the world of the dance theme, and we now hear the most innovative variations which depart further from the harmony that the tune most naturally suggests. In one humorous touch, a dissonant note in the horn appears, a C natural against a D major harmony. The tempo picks up again, and the piece ends in festive triumph. The beauty of this design is that it avoids conformity to any established musical form, but instead creates the variation principle afresh, using it as its basis to the fortuitous relationship between the folk themes, the 2 found objects. We can only admire how Glinka elevates folk music, not only the melodies, but also the variation principle from folk performances of the Kamarinskaya dance tune, to a state of high art through this ingenious design. That's just one of the reasons why Glinka is such a big deal. That's about it. Also, I apologize for my terrible pronunciation.